Welcome to Most Extreme Elimination Challenge. Wait, no, this is a review of the new G&G MXC9. Right you are, Ken. Design cues definitely borrow from PDW style weapons, the SIG MPX, also the ASG Evo Scorpion. It borrows heavily from G&G's own PCC-45. The lower receiver is identical and it even is marked as a PCC-45. The externals are primarily G&G's awesome polymer, the fiber reinforced polymer. The M-LOK rail is aluminum. Unique features that G&G is bringing to market with this rifle is the conductive hinge for the stock. There's no exposed wires in the back, so the power, electricity actually runs through the hinge itself, which is unique. And also the magazine, the mid-cap magazine that's included with the rifle, it uses a 4-channel converging system, which I'll talk about a little bit later on in the review. Internally, the rifle is using G&G's G2 gearbox system, which has been out on the market now for about 4 years, and in my opinion is decently reliable at this point. Because the rifle shares the PCC-45 lower receiver, it can also take the PCC-45 magazine to give you more options as well. So starting at the front of the rifle, it is equipped with a plastic muzzle shroud, which acts as a sound amplifier. And underneath you have 14mm counterclockwise threads. Perfect because of a narrow handguard for a small tracer unit like G&G's own UVT-106. The handguard here has a built-in hand stop, also a removable QD mount. You have 2 M-LOK segments in the 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock position. Again, perfect for your M-LOK accessories. On top of the actual rifle, we have the full-length monolithic Picatinny rail, and attached as well to these Knights Armament styled flip-up adjustable backup iron sights that are also removable as well. The charging handle on top of the rifle is ambidextrous and folds back. If you pull it all the way back, it will basically pull the dust cover mock bolt all the way back, locking it, revealing G&G's rotary style hop-up unit. Really nice positive clicks, and they seem to hold the adjustment points really well. The bolt release is ambidextrous. It's the same on both sides, and pushing it down, it will allow the dust cover mock bolt to slide forward. You just have to be aware, because of the nature of the handle, your grip on the handguard could affect how this closes and actually hold it back a little bit. It's just something to be aware of in my opinion, but I don't think it's gonna affect most users. The mag release is ambidextrous and similar to an MP5. I really love them. I find it's great to remove the magazine with a natural grip using your thumb. The fire selector is ambidextrous as well. And on one side, it has a slim profile to help avoid accidental movement, especially for right-handed shooters. The trigger is a flat-faced competition style, a little bit different than the curved conventional ones, and I prefer it. A lot more models are coming with it standard. Moving towards the rear of the rifle now, we have another QD attachment point. This one as well is removable, and it has mounting points on the other side as well if you wanted to switch it. The stock that G&G put on this rifle is unique. It has the conductive hinge that allows for that wire-free power transfer, but it also has a lot of points of adjustment for a PDW style rifle. You have 6 numbered length adjustments and 3 cheek riser adjustments on top of the stock being foldable. Lots of configurations you can put that stock in. So to insert a battery in the rifle being rear wired, you basically have to raise the cheek riser all the way up to the highest point, and it'll expose a little button here in front of the cheek riser. When you press that button, basically will allow you to remove the cheek riser and expose what I believe is a pretty generous battery compartment for a rear wired rifle of this size. It can fit most 7.4 volt 2-cell or 11.1 volt 3-cell stick LiPo batteries. I specifically recommend the Valken 11.1 volt 1000 milliamp hour stick battery. It's a little bit shorter and will give you more lengths of adjustment for adjustability. However, we also do have a 1300 milliamp hour battery, which is slightly longer. So to make that accommodation, you basically just have to extend the stock out a little bit and fit that battery inside. So even with the wire and the fuse and the mini Tamiya battery connector, I do find, again, it's quite generous that you can do it. Just again, whenever you're adjusting the stock, because it slides back and forth, no sudden movements because you don't want to damage any of the wires back in there. And finally, moving to the back of the stock here, we have two QD attachment points on either side of the sling and this really nice rubberized butt pad. So now let's take a look at the mid-cap magazine here. So included with the rifle is a 130 round mid-cap magazine, polymer-based mag. It has, as I mentioned, the 4-channel converging BB raceways. So as per a diagram I saw, I couldn't quite make 100% sense of it, but it spreads out the BBs a little bit more, and then they come into a single stack here at the top. What I found in the real world was it was easy to load. Most mid-cap magazines, especially new ones, they're quite difficult to load, especially towards the end. I never found that type of tension. However, in feeding the rifle, I did find it was able to keep up with semi and full auto. No problems there. One thing to note, and I believe it's due to this 4-channel technology in the magazine, the last couple handful or dozen BBs won't be under spring tension inside the magazine. So I found that a little weird. I pulled the magazine out and a few BBs fell out, and then I saw like a BB basically sitting on there. I pushed back the follower and it didn't come out. So you actually have to turn it upside down and depress that, the little retainer there, and the BBs will just kind of fall out through there. I don't think it's gonna be a huge issue. It's just probably something with that technology. Again, 4 channels of BBs coming into one to be fed into the rifle, but just something to be aware of. Other cool things, it does have the 9x19 millimeter markings on the bottom, and this window, which is accessible, or you can see it on both sides, will actually show the follower as you load in the magazine and as you're using it as well too. So it's really cool. Our tester unit also came with an included 170 round extended mid-cap magazine. From the looks of the box, there might be a combo unit in which the standard and the extended mid-cap is available with the rifle. It should definitely be available separately for purchase, but it appears that G&G is planning something like that. However, that could change in the future. We haven't seen any official word on that. Now let's head out onto the field here at Siege Airsoft. We'll chronograph our tester unit to see what it's firing at FPS wise. And also I'll use the shooting range to basically put the gun through its paces and also give my own personal thoughts on the rifle. First thing, definitely, I love these PDW style rifles. Lightweight polymer build, extremely short. This is at home at something like Siege Airsoft, the CQB field. I like the ergonomics. I also like this little indent here into the magazine well. You can kind of index your finger really nicely, and it locks in there really, really cool. Everything's ambidextrous, good to go. Have an 11.1 volt 3-cell LiPo battery charged inside, good to go. So we're gonna use the magazine, the standard 130 round. So I'll start with the 3 at the top. Oh, I'm hitting it. It's just not moving down. It's a tough target. That one I hit as well. Really good accuracy. I'm using the iron sights. That's the one that moved. Let's see if we can actually now full auto those more stubborn targets on top, get them to actually go down with some full auto fire. There we go. Shoot that guy. Okay, so now I just want to show what I was talking about with the magazine. So you can see here, I got the mag out, there's some BBs on top. If I press, nothing's coming out, but, oh, actually only 3 came out this time. Oh, the follower is stuck. There it is, yeah, there's more. So it was 3, but there's definitely more. There they are. So again, like about a handful. Can't see the follower. Something with the magazine, but the magazines work well. The big question obviously is going to be, what is this different than the ARP9, the PCC45, other entries that G&G has done? I say it's good. There's a little bit of everything is a little bit different, right? It's different ergonomics to the ARP9. So this might be something you're more interested in terms of the styling and stuff like that. But for CQB, would totally rock this. Definitely worth checking out for sure. We hope you enjoyed the video. We thank you so much for watching until the end. If you'd like to see more of this content and you haven't already, please subscribe to be notified when we drop new videos. As well, you can check out our Instagram for cool staff loadouts and breaking news. As always, I hope everybody is staying safe, and I can't wait to see you out on the field.